This lesson is entitled Good Friday, Easter, Resurrection Sunday, Cross-Examine. We're going to cross-examine Good Friday, Easter, Resurrection Sunday. We're going to start with Good Friday first, right? Okay, now, so I want you all to have your scriptures, open up your scriptures to Matthew's chapter 12, right? So go to Matthew's chapter 12. We're going to set the stage here because we're going to cross-examine this Good Friday because, you know, we traditionally was taught that, oh, he died on Good Friday, right? And yesterday, many churches were open, you know. They had what they call the last 7 words, right? Or some people call it the last 7 sayings, right? Where the Messiah, they taken from the different, what they call the synoptic gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They've taken a line from Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and they call it the last 7 words, right? We know the Messiah was on the earth 40 days after he died and was resurrected, so those wasn't his last 7 words. But that's a whole nother lesson. So many people yesterday celebrated Good Friday because it was taught that the Messiah died on Friday and was put into the ground before the Sabbath. Now, just for a footnote, before we go to Matthew 12, we're going to show you what the Messiah himself said. The Messiah himself said, let's just go into the text and then we'll go from there. So Matthew's chapter 12, or as we say, MessiYah chapter 12, right? All right. And if anybody, I don't care if it's a pastor, if it's a bishop, if it's a apostle or whoever, if we're wrong, then all we're saying to you is prove all things. That's all we're saying. We don't have to have a fight. You might want to fight because you can't prove that you're right. That's another lesson. But we want to prove all things because if we traditionally have been taught that the Messiah died on Friday, we wanted to line up with the scriptures. We wanted to line up with the prophecies. We wanted to line up with even what the Messiah said out of his own mouth. All right. So here are the words of the Messiah. Right. So Matthew chapter 12. And we're going to start at verse. This is after the Messiah was performing miracles. So he was proving that, but they didn't believe they saw the signs, right? But they didn't believe. So they asked a question to him now. So let's go to 12 and let's start at verse 25. Let's not start. That's too far back. Let's start at 33. No, let's not start at 33. Let's start at 34. Okay. The Messiah said, he called them, he said, "O generations of vipers, how can you, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks." Right? A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth good things. And an evil man, right? An evil man, lost my place here. 35. An evil man bringeth forth evil things. But I say unto you that every idle word that a man shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. Now, that's not where I want to start. I want to start at 38. So let me bring it on the screen so y'all can see. Okay, here we go. I want to start at 38. Then certain of the scribes of the Pharisees answered, saying, "Master, we would see a sign from thee." Now, of course, you know, the Messiah was going through all this with the doubters, right? You're going to always have doubters, right? They didn't believe he was the Messiah. Even John the Baptist didn't believe he was the Messiah because they had new portions of prophecy said that this Messiah that would come would take the kingdom back. They weren't concerned about seeing miracles. They was concerned about having their kingdom reinstated. How do we know that? When we get to Pentecost, we're going to show you when they received the endowment of the Spirit of Yah, right, on the day of Pentecost, they asked the question, are you going to restore to us the kingdom? Because they're like, look, this Messiah who was said to come is going to restore us back the kingdom where we would rule. So because he didn't come and he wasn't overthrowing the government, they had a problem with him, right? So now they want to know, are you the Messiah? Show us a sign that you this man, right? And we'll get right behind you, right? So now continue. Verse 39, but he answered and said unto them, an evil and an adulterous generation seek a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it but the sign of the prophet Jonah. Right? Here's the sign. Listen, here's the sign. For as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly, so, underline this right here, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days, 3, and 3 nights, 3, in the heart of the earth. All right, now, we have a problem, Houston. You can't count 3 days, and I don't care what school you went to. Theological Seminary, Dallas Theological Seminary, Manna Bible Institute, they still have it out there, was a part of Geneva College that I went to. All right. But you can't count 3 days and 3 nights from Friday to Sunday. Now, that is the words of the Messiah. He said, this is the sign that I'm the Messiah. Just, he made a comparison, right? Just as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly, I will be in the heart of the earth 3 days and 3 nights. Now, somebody can't count, because you can't count Friday as a day because he went in the ground according to the teaching on Friday. So you got to count Saturday as one day, right? And you can't count Sunday because he rose Sunday morning. So you got 1 day that the Messiah was in the heart of the earth. Then you go and you say, okay, how about 3 nights? If he died on Good Friday, as you was taught, as traditionally taught by scholars and doctors of divinity, you count Friday night, that's 1 night. I'm going to go real slow because I want you to think. You count Friday night, that's 1 night. You count Saturday night, there's 2 nights. If he rose Sunday morning, you only got 2 nights in 1 day. So either the Messiah lied, he's an impostor, or maybe we missed it. Because I'll throw Friday in, because people say, oh, well, it doesn't matter, it didn't have to be a whole day. Okay, so we'll throw Friday in. All right. So you got Friday, you got Saturdays. So now you got 2 days. So you got a 3rd day missing, and then you have a 3rd night missing. Because if he died in 3 days, if he said that he would be in the heart of the earth, right? Let's read it again, right? Verse 40. Matter of fact, you read, because somebody say, I don't got a trick Bible. You read it. Verse 40.
For as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth.
So let me ask the question. So when has there ever been 3 days, has never been 3 days? Right? Just in case you think I am twisting, butchering, manipulating the scriptures, let's go to Jonah. Right? We're going to go to Jonah. We go to the book of Jonah, chapter 1. Go to Jonah chapter 1. I'll wait for you to get there. I don't want y'all to think the brothers are making stuff up. Right? So let's go to Jonah chapter 1. Right? And we're going to read verse 17. All right, Jonah 1:17. And it reads on this wise. Now Yah had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah. And Jonah, underline this now because you think you was taught by your pastor that I'm butchering the scriptures. Tell your pastor, this brother is reading out the book. And Jonah, underline it, was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. What are you going to do with that? It says, Yah prepared a great fish, and that fish is the whale. That's what they call it in Matthew, we just read. To swallow up Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days. Stop. 3 days. So, 3 days. We just showed you can't count 3 days from Friday to Sunday morning. The Messiah said, this is the sign that I'm the Messiah. Just as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights into the belly of the whale or the great fish, I'm going to be in the heart of the earth 3 days. Right? Saturday, Sunday, and Monday would be 3 days, wouldn't it? If you count Friday, we throw that at you. We'll get that to you. I let you count Friday, even though he didn't die until the 6th hour, which will be noon. We're gonna show you that in a minute. But I'll give you Friday. Died Friday, noonday, right? Friday day, Saturday day, Sunday day. That's 3 full days, not Sunday at sunrise. Sunday day will make the 3rd day. 3 days is 3 days no matter where you go. 3 days is 3 cycles, 24-hour period. Sundown to sundown, right? So you was taught that it doesn't matter. But now, think this through now. If somebody told you this is going to be a sign that I am who I say I am, and they don't fulfill that sign, will you think something's wrong? That person's a liar, a deceiver, right? So the Messiah is not a liar and a deceiver. It's the teaching that we've embraced is the lie. Okay? Now, so Jonah was in the belly of the great fish or the whale for 3 days and 3 nights. Now, I used this analogy years ago when I was in corporate America, because people was trying to attack me because I was teaching that the Messiah didn't die on Good Friday. I said, let me ask you a simple question, right? You're an educated person, right? All right, let's just say you go and book a reservation at the Margarita Hotel, which costs about $15,000 for 1 week. Priced it. The Margarita Hotel. You pay for 3 night stay. You check in Friday. Check in at 3 o'clock. Makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. You check in Friday. All right. Stay Friday night. Cool. How was your sleep? Wonderful. How was the bed? Wonderful. Right? Spend Saturday night. Right? How was your stay? Wonderful. Right? Wonderful. Saturday night. 6 o'clock in the morning, when the sun come up, you get up. You're like, who is that? It's the housekeeping. Well, housekeeping won't be 6 o'clock in the morning. Are you checking out today? You're like, no, I paid for three nights. Well, I'm sorry, but your stay is up. You would have a problem, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Especially $15,000 Margaritaville Hotel.
You're looking for a refund.
You want a refund, right? Mm-hmm. So intelligent people can get that. That's why I gave that comparison, because the Messiah borrowed. He borrowed Joseph's tomb. He borrowed Joseph's tomb for 3 days and 3 nights. Somebody paid for that. Pay for that tomb. The morticians and the funeral what do they call them? Funeral directors is not going to let you get by with no freebie. Somebody got to pay, right? So somebody paid for the Messiah to be in that tomb for 3 days and 3 nights. Now, if he checked out before the 3 days and 3 nights was out, somebody lost some money, right? So just to show you that 3 days and 3 nights you can't get from Friday to Sunday sunrise. It's impossible.